slideshow-based animation is a good way to create short, simple, animated effects where completely smooth playback isn't essential. This type of animation is produced by creating a multi-state object, otherwise known as an MSO, constructing each frame of the animation by hand, and then turning the MSO into a slideshow using In5. I'll walk you through this. To begin, open the InDesign file for Lesson 202. We've got these colored squares here, and I'd like them to build in little by little after the page loads. In other words, the page will start with no squares, then in the first frame a few squares will appear, in the second a few more will appear, and so on until the final frame looks like this. To begin, display the Object States panel on the screen. Then select all the squares, and click this button to turn the selection into a multi-state object, or MSO. The trouble is, this converts every object into a separate state. This isn't what you want. So undo this, and then this time hold down the Option or Alt key as you click the button. This will cause the entire selection to be turned into a single state without the need to group the elements together first. Because there's no such thing as a single state multi-state object, InDesign helpfully duplicated the state for you, so now you have two identical states. Now, all you have to do is create a dozen or so states, each with less squares than the previous one. So in this top state, double-click to select a square and delete it. Repeat this to delete 3 to 5 squares in this state. Then duplicate the top state by dragging it to this button. Next, select the top state and remove 3 to 5 more squares. Repeat this process until you have about 12 states, each with less squares than the previous one. Your last state should contain a single square. Select this square and remove the fill so that it's invisible. This will be the starting state of the animation where no squares are visible. This is necessary because an MSO can't have an empty state. It must contain at least one object. But that object can have no stroke and no fill. To finish this off, display the In5 slideshow panel on the screen. Set the slideshow to autoplay. Set a delay of 0.75 seconds, an interval of 0.12 seconds, set it to play one time and to stop on the last image. Deselect everything else. Export the file with In5 and view the results. For certain types of animation tasks, this frame-by-frame manual animation method is a good approach. It's a bit of monkey business, but entirely straightforward, and it creates nice results.